Lexington has these hidden pockets where the ultra wealthy live that most people don't even realize exist. And I'm not talking about those over-the-top horse farm estates with 100+ acres. I'm talking about actual neighborhoods where homes sell for $2, $3, or $4 million plus. So today, I'm breaking down 5 of the most exclusive pockets in Lexington, some of which the ultra wealthy have been keeping a secret for years. And in case we haven't met, my name is Shelby Johnson, and my husband Drake and I are military veterans turned real estate agents who relocated here ourselves a few years ago and now help buyers and sellers make smart, confident decisions without the born and raised here biased.
Let's dig in, starting with one of the only gated communities in all of Lexington. Number 5 on our list is Asheford Oaks. It sits on the far east side of Lexington, just past I-75 and off Man-O-War Boulevard right before Man-O-War ends. This gated, modern, traditional neighborhood is tucked alongside Greenbrier Golf and Country Club, with some of the homes backing right up to the driving range and the 11th hole. Residents even have their own dedicated golf cart path straight to the clubhouse. So when you first enter Asheford Oaks, you will find their cottage collection on your left. These are HOA maintained, low maintenance homes that range from 2,200 to 3,300 square feet on lots roughly about 1/10 of an acre. As you head deeper into the neighborhood, you will find custom estates ranging from 3,000 to 8,000 square feet on much larger lots, some of them up to about 1.5 acres. Home prices have ranged from around $1 million to $2.6 million based on the closed sales, and current listings are sitting between $1.9 and $2.4 million. Every home here is relatively new, with the oldest ones built around 2011 and the median sitting right around 2021. When it comes to amenities, this community has 2 pickleball courts, plus tennis and basketball courts, and the community actually hosts a resident exclusive pickleball tournament throughout the summer. There's also a bunch of green space, including a park, a little lake for fishing, and a walking path that ties together the entire community. And even though this is a newer development, there was a lot of thought put into the design. Asheford Oaks has mature, beautiful trees that were intentionally preserved throughout the development process to frame the streets and give it a more established, timeless feel. Every home in Asheford Oaks has been built by the same builder, Justice Builders. The owner, Jason Justice, has been building custom luxury homes in Lexington for almost 30 years. He's got more than 50 to his name and 4.8 stars on Google. So who is Asheford Oaks actually for? It's great for buyers who are looking for new or newer luxury builds without sacrificing any convenience, because you get that gated privacy, the direct access to the golf course, and that resort style amenities, but you are literally 6 minutes to Baptist Health. You are 7 minutes to Hamburg Pavilion, 5 minutes to I-75 to pop north to the Toyota factory in Georgetown or south to Richmond. And this is also one of the fastest growing pockets in all of Lexington. There's an 86-acre development called Hamburg East that's going up right now, and it has a new UK healthcare campus, a Hampton Inn, retail and restaurants. The 40509 zip code is popping, and it is not slowing down. So who is Asheford Oaks not a good fit for? Buyers who are looking for acres and acres of land, buyers who want historic charm, or buyers trying to avoid areas that are actively developing. The Vine is number 4 on our list, and there's truly nothing else like it in Lexington. Located right in the middle of downtown Lexington on West Vine Street, there's a building that most locals drive past without realizing what's actually inside. This whole building used to be law offices until the developer bought it back in 2023 for $5.1 million and converted it into a 21-unit luxury condominium. It is set up like a 5-star hotel mixed with an elite membership club. It's a complete experience. It has got V at the Vine, which is a restaurant led by Chef Cole Aramis, a Lexington native, and his menu has stuff like caviar, foie gras, and a 60-day dry-aged ribeye. It's also home to the Vine Club, which is an ultra-exclusive, members-only social and wellness club for Lexington's elite. Membership includes access to things like the lounge with skyline views and plush seating and a co-working space during the week, plus a bar with anything from morning coffee to your late night cocktails on the terrace. And access to the spa with cold plunging, infrared saunas, steam rooms, jacuzzis, and a champagne and juice bar. Members are welcomed onto the rooftop with a private 16 by 40 foot pool, and also, of course, the gym, which is upscale and coming soon, set to open later this year. And if you get the VIP membership, it also includes exclusive culinary experiences, concierge services, and priority reservations for all of the amenities. And contrary to popular belief, you don't have to live at the Vine to become a member of the club. But if you do live here, membership is included in your monthly HOA fee. So, beyond the amenities, what does living here actually look like? The condos range from 1, 2, and 3 bedroom layouts and anywhere from 1,000 to nearly 3,000 square feet. And unlike many developments where you experience dramatically different finishes unit by unit, every condo within the Vine gets the same elevated design package. Things like Sub-Zero and Viking appliances, visual comfort lighting fixtures, and private balconies with skyline views. When these units first started selling, the smallest would go for just under $800,000, while the largest reached $2.3 million. Today, active listings for a 2,000 square foot, 2-bedroom residence is around $1.25 million. And one thing to keep in mind if you are considering buying here is, in addition to that purchase price, all of the owners must pay a mandatory HOA fee. Monthly dues vary based on the size of the residence, but for that 2,000 square foot listing we just mentioned, HOA dues are just under $1,750 per month, which includes the VIP club membership, utilities, a deeded parking space, 24/7 security, a doorman, guest passes, and in some cases, first-year coverage of a storage unit and a liquor locker. And now that you understand the inside, let's take a step outside the front doors of the Vine, where you'll find yourself in one of the coolest, most transformational areas in all of Lexington. Yes, I'm talking about downtown. And of course, you have all of the normal downtown perks, but you also have everything that's new and coming, like Gatton Park, which just opened right behind Rupp Arena and has 12 acres of green space, a 5,000-seat outdoor amphitheater, a 4-story wooden playground with slides, climbing walls, and nets. There's also the Town Branch Commons, which ties in 22 miles of connected trail throughout the city. There's the Commons, which is a 42-acre tobacco warehouse site that's being transformed into one of Lexington's newest entertainment hubs, and that's under construction right now. Downtown Lexington is showing up, and the future looks really cool. So who is the Vine actually for? Buyers who want a low-maintenance, downtown lifestyle where they can rub elbows every day with other high net worth people. Who's it not for? Buyers who want land, privacy, or who can't stomach the thought of a giant HOA payment every month. And if you're sitting there thinking, I had no idea places like this even existed in Lexington, you are not alone. And that is one of the most frustrating parts about relocating here. So many of the best pockets are only known through word of mouth. So to help people avoid that painful trial and error process or the endless researching online, Drake and I built a custom neighborhood matchmaker quiz. It takes your budget and your preferences and analyzes it against real MLS data and our own years of research to create a personalized shortlist of neighborhoods that fit just what you're looking for. Just 10 questions, and I genuinely wish something like this existed when we moved here. There's a link in the description so you can check it out. Now, number 3 on our list, Ashland Park and Chevy Chase. In the south central zone of Lexington, tucked inside New Circle, Richmond Road, and Tate's Creek Road, next to the University of Kentucky. This is where Lexington's old money has lived for generations. Ashland Park was platted all the way back in 1904 on land that used to be a part of Henry Clay's original 600-acre estate, making it one of the earliest planned residential neighborhoods in the entire South. Ashland Park has these curving roads and tree canopy that feels like a really fancy design because it is. It was designed by the Olmsted brothers in the late 1800s, which is actually the same firm who designed Central Park, and that whole neighborhood is now on the National Historic Registry. Chevy Chase came a little later. It was developed in the 1920s and 30s by Henry Clay Simpson, who is a direct descendant of Henry Clay himself. As for what's nearby, Euclid Avenue is the heartbeat of Chevy Chase. It is walkable from most of these front doors, and along Euclid, you can find historic favorites like the Chevy Chase Inn that's been pouring drinks since 1933, right after the Prohibition ended, and is Lexington's oldest bar. You can also find newer favorites like Bella Cafe or Char on Ashland, and of course, Grater's, my favorite ice cream. You can also walk straight to that now historic Henry Clay Ashland estate. You can meander through its walled gardens and its walking trails, or walk to Woodland Park, or the 100-acre State Botanical Garden, the Arboretum at the University of Kentucky.
So what do homes actually look like here? This is Lexington's old money aesthetic. Think stone homes, brick fronts, iron gates, gas lamps, really mature trees like canopy oaks or the ginkgo tree that Henry Clay is actually credited for bringing here to Lexington. Chevy Chase has way more variety. Think Cape Cods, historic cottages, ranches with original hardwoods and really squeaky floors, high ceilings and really thick crown molding, the whole 9 yards. And you'll find homes anywhere from 1,000 square feet up to 5,000 plus. And what's happening more and more is people are scooping up the dated homes and completely tearing them down to rebuild luxury new construction or doing multi-level additions.
Ashland Park is the fancier big sister to Chevy Chase. You will find Tudors, colonial revivals, and craftsman bungalows sitting on 1/3 of an acre lots with home sizes running from 2,500 to 5,000 plus square feet easy. The combined median home value across both neighborhoods sits at the low 800s, with the super dated small properties starting around 600 and the large luxury listings selling for 1.5 to 2.5 million. And in case this area wasn't desirable enough, there is a brand new Publix being built right on Romney Road, so within the streets of Chevy Chase, and there's a $185 million renovation project that's already underway to totally rebuild the zoned school here, which is Henry Clay High School. But really, what makes this area so hot? Reputation and scarcity. Only about 1,000 homes exist across the two neighborhoods combined. Turnover is low, and a lot of the families have owned here for generations. And the locals who haven't owned here are usually watching for the right one to pop up so they can pounce. This neighborhood is great for University of Kentucky faculty, healthcare professionals who work at UK Health or Baptist, professionals who work downtown, or people who just want somewhere walkable, beautiful, and with the best reputation. Who's it not for? Buyers who hate the maintenance that comes with older homes, or buyers who want to live outside of suburbia. And if you do want to live outside of suburbia, this next one might be a good fit. Coming in at number 2 is Serenity Equine Estates, a community that's tucked into northern Jessamine County, just south of the Lexington city limits, in the 40356 zip code. This entire community is actually built on one private road, Serenity Circle, which creates a loop, and each home site branches off of that loop. There are only 20 lots total, and each one of them is 5 acres with setbacks as deep as 500 feet. So you're not just getting acreage, you are getting privacy and separation from your neighbors. And here's what you'll find once you're inside. You will find custom luxury homes, all unique, all over the top, built beginning in the early 2020s through today, and some under construction right now. Jimmy Nash is the builder here, building in central Kentucky since 1992. He's got more than 30 years and 450 plus builds under his belt. His price points run from around $950,000 all the way up to $5 million plus. And Serenity is where a lot of that top end actually happens. You can expect things like chef's kitchens with waterfall islands, primary suites built as their own private retreat with things like a fireplace, dual walk-in closets, a separate sitting room, and a spa-style bathroom with heated floors. And when it comes to sales, only 2 homes in Serenity have ever hit the market. They sold at $1.6 and $4.2 million respectively. Every other sale has been traded privately through relationships and never even went out to the public. And that is one of the biggest challenges for buyers relocating to Lexington. If you don't have the right local connections, you will miss out on opportunities to get into these neighborhoods. And that's exactly why Drake and I have spent years networking this side of Lexington. We get the calls about listings before they hit the market. So if you are serious about finding a home here, book a call. Let's get you into the neighborhood that you actually want to be in, not just the one that you happen to see on Zillow. Who's Serenity a great fit for? Buyers who want a taste of country but aren't ready to go full out off the grid just yet. Because you get the privacy and that elegant horse country feel without sacrificing convenience. You are still 7 minutes from Brandon Crossing, where you'll have your Kroger, your Home Goods, your PetSmart, and plenty of restaurants. You are 5 minutes from medical clinics, from CrossFit, physical therapy, tennis, and pickleball. And only at about 10 minutes from Fritz Farm with Lululemon, Whole Foods, Orange Theory. Plus, it's 15 minutes to UK, 20 minutes to the Bluegrass Airport, and really is the best of both worlds. Okay, who is this neighborhood not a good fit for? Buyers who want resort-style amenities embedded into the community, or those who are looking for that full central Kentucky estate on acreage type of vibe. And now, number 1 on our list of where the wealthy actually live, the Keene Corridor. This is what central Kentucky is known for. Rolling hills, mature southern trees, black wood, and limestone fencing wrapping around real pasture. It's quiet, it's scenic, and it feels like a world away from the city. It is a mix of some of central Kentucky's most prestigious neighborhoods and actual private estates. Some homes sit on these beautifully landscaped 1-acre lots inside luxury communities, while others totally disappear behind these long driveways of 5, 10, 20 plus acres of rolling countryside. When it comes to the neighborhoods, there are a ton of little beautiful pockets scattered all across the countryside. But some of my favorites are Keene Manor, Cambridge Estates, and Walden. So Keene Manor has the biggest homes, the smallest lots, and is still the priciest of the 3. Homes here were built between 2010 and 2012, and sales closed anywhere from 1.9 to 2.6 million for homes that are 9,000 to 11,000 square feet and sitting on under an acre and a half. Cambridge Estates was built in the early 2000s and is more accessible, coming in between 1.4 and 1.8 million for homes between 6 and 9,000 square feet and sitting on anything from a single acre all the way up to 10 acres. And Walden has the widest range in home ages, built from 2006 to 2022, and it leans into the true acreage of this area. Every home here sits on a genuine 5-acre lot, and sales range from 1.3 up to 2.2 million. These are just 3 examples of the neighborhood pockets I'm talking about. Put all 3 pockets together and the median sales price is 1.8 million. But there are plenty of homes outside of these luxury neighborhoods. They're not a part of any subdivision at all, and they're just labeled as rural. And these rural homes are where things get wildly varied. There is no single style. You will find everything from brick manor homes, European-inspired homes, modern farmhouses, custom ranches, and then sprawling country estates with multiple barns and pastures and animals, all within a few square miles. Home sizes run anywhere from 3,000 square feet to more than 10,000 square feet and sell from $1 million to $6 million plus. When it comes to selling in the Keene Corridor, the money here is not in a rush. Sellers are not desperate, and that patience is its own kind of exclusivity because nobody's in a crunch for cash. Nobody needs to sell, and so they take their time. When it comes to amenities, the lack of them is the amenity. There is no strip mall, there's no chain restaurants, there's nothing corporate for miles, and yet somehow you're still surprisingly close to necessities. 10 minutes to the Publix at Palomar, 15 minutes to Fritz Farm, 20 to the airport or to Keeneland, 30 to downtown Lexington. But really, nearby was never really the point of those who chose to live out here. Who is this Keene corridor right for? It's right for buyers who want space, quiet, and breathing room. Those who would rather see pastures than shopping centers and who do not mind a mini trek when they want civilization. Who's it not for? Buyers who want to pop over to Target in 5 minutes, or families where they want a neighborhood full of kids and a community swim team type of vibe, or those who are looking for no maintenance living. And at the end of the day, buying here in the bluegrass luxury market all comes down to two things: knowing which pocket is right for you and having the right team in place to get you into that pocket. And if you're serious about moving to the Lexington area, wherever that may be, Drake and I would love to work with you. So go ahead and book a call. And otherwise, YouTube queued up another video just for you. Thanks for watching this one and see you there.